So I wanted to go ahead and hit on a specific phone that I genuinely think is so good that in so many different ways, I think the best iPhone is still even worse than this particular Android. And the specific phone that I want to go and hit on is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I genuinely think in almost every single way, whatever way you want to look at it, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, in my opinion, is probably a better phone in almost every single way than even the best iPhone as of this point, which is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But even the rumors that we've gotten of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I still think a phone like that is probably better, which is pretty crazy. Now here's the thing, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, without a doubt, definitely has one of the best screens that I've ever seen inside of any type of, Android, inside of any phone for the matter. Like, this is a very good, solid looking device, and I genuinely do think if you're going to go and buy a phone, this thing looks beautiful. It's a very big panel, and also it's a, dynamic AMOLED, dynamic LTPO AMOLED, 6.8 inch, 1440p, 120Hz, very good display, 2600 nits of brightness, which doesn't make it the brightest panel of all time, but it is a very, very big panel, which looks amazing, and it's one of the best panels I've ever seen. So this is by far one of the coolest panels going on here. On top of that, another big thing is the fact that this thing is giving us the S Pen. Now, this is why I would even consider this phone in some ways better than the Pixel 9 Pro XL and, against some other competition, is the fact that this phone has an extra stylus built in inside of it. That is something that is very hard to come by in a lot of different phones. And the fact that this thing even has it a little bit like this is so crazy. And for one, I am such a massive fan of this type of feature set inside of this device. So I do think if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, this in and of itself is another very cool thing going on for this phone as well. On top of that, I think the chipset inside of this phone is very, very amazing. You're getting that Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset inside with 12 gigabytes of RAM. That is a lot of RAM to have inside of a device, and that is a lot of power to have inside of a device as well. The fact that you can basically go through and pick up a phone like this with this type of capability is genuinely very cool, and I really do like this phone because of that. So if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, I'm definitely going to say this is by far one of the coolest things going on for this phone when it comes down to it. And on top of all those things, the battery life itself has been pretty good. The size of the battery is great. The camera inside of this phone is the best camera I've ever used inside of any phone, in my personal opinion. Again, it's kind of a trade-off. Some other phones can give you some other type of capability, but in my personal opinion, if I'm going to go through and pick up a device, this thing is so solid. I like this phone, a lot of it, a lot because of the capability and everything behind it. And I genuinely do think if you're going to go and buy a phone, this is a very good option. And as I mentioned, I genuinely do think that if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, I do think this is better than a lot of other phones that you're going to be getting. And even this phone is better than probably the, best iPhone available right now. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.